Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, this question maybe you or a sister can answer. When you were talking about the energy imprint in a home or an environment that you're in,
Yes.
in the house that I'm presently living in now, the first 6 months, me and my family, we did a lot of spiritual work, kind of make the house our own and cleanse it out or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But I noticed after that 6 months, most of my family members or people that pretty much don't really get into spiritual things or whatever will come in the house and within about an hour fall asleep or either be antsy and be ready to go. Can you kind of describe to me what that?
Well, basically what's happening is that when you increase the vibration in a certain area, it's going to have a couple of different effects. It's either going to, if a person walks into that area and that vibration is moving at a hertz frequency faster than what they're accustomed to feeling, it will either overstimulate them, make them feel anxiety, or it will shut their system down. Okay, like say for instance a hyperactive kid, they give them Ritalin. Ritalin is speed.
Right.
So how can a person get calm from taking speed?
It's
because their frequency is as high as it'll go, and the Ritalin takes them to the point where it goes into failure. Well, it's the same thing with the energy in the environment. Also, they might start to actually go through healing crises. There's people who have gone into environments that were really pristine and of high spiritual energy, and their body just started purging. So keep doing what you're doing in there. That's.
We've had that experience too, where people come in and they'll end up going through like a rebirthing or something like that.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's wonderful. You had a question.
Yes, sir. What affects inflammation in the knees?
That's huge. What affects inflammation in the knees? How much water do you drink?
A lot.
What's a lot? Tell me how much.
Put 8 or 9 glasses a day.
What's your
It runs in my family.
okay. Means nothing. Runs in your family. That means nothing. 8 or 9 glasses a day. What kind of water do you drink? Okay. If you're drinking tap water, you might as well be drinking gasoline, okay? They put gasoline, there's gasoline in tap water.
Right.
Okay? There's ammonia in tap water.
Right.
There's trihalomethanes, there's benzene, there's lead, there's, you name it, is in tap water, okay? There's probably 40% of the tap water in this country is not fit to drink as far as survival is concerned. Drinking chlorinated and fluoridated water, which completely disinfects your whole body, it basically kills your cells, okay? So, say for instance, if you're drinking just tap water, for instance, and your body's already battling with an immune condition, the knees can be related to a number of things. You have multiple circuits running through the knees. You have the bladder meridian, kidney meridian, liver meridian, spleen and stomach meridian, and gallbladder meridian all run through the knees. So it's like a super highway of all of this chi moving through there. If any of those internal organ systems are not functioning well, if your hydration levels aren't good, if your diet is not in balance, so say for instance, if you're eating rancid grains, if you're eating rancid nuts, most people don't know if you eat wheat, and if you don't eat it when it's been milled, or if it's been milled and it has to be frozen immediately, you're eating rancid food. Rancid food, especially wheat, gets rancid faster than any other grain, and it will make your body hurt. Okay? Other factors. Fear. Fear of going forward in life. Fear of stepping into new things. All of those are variable. Poor body mechanics. Weak muscle attachments into the knees. We can go on and on and on. Okay? So that's something that would need to be addressed in a consultation environment to find out more details so we don't get too personal. Okay? One of the things that I would like to ask for you all so you can receive more energy from the lecture is don't cross your legs or cross your arms over your solar plexus. Because I'm trying to sell you something, okay? So if you don't want to get this, do this. Okay, now what happens? We cover our solar plexus, okay? Our solar plexus is our biggest modulator of emotional energy. So when we cross our legs, we cut off the energy coming into our root chakra and our second chakra. And it's all right, if you want to cross your legs, and women cross their legs a lot, and that's okay because that's closing off leakage and other energy coming up into the lower chakras. But if you're in a classroom environment and you really want to learn, you sit, turn your palms up, sit with both feet flat on the ground, and your boot comes right in. But if you don't want to learn something, or if you want to protect yourself from a salesperson, why do you think, and Macharia, because he's in hip hop, and they like this all the time, and they don't listen to nothing. Why? Because they're blocking it. Okay. So that particular body posture does actually have a meaning to it, as with everything else.